So hello and welcome to another update video about Terra Luna. Terra Luna is certainly one of the more interesting cryptocurrencies today as well. Quite a bit of volatility in the market. Luna made a new local high here. It broke out above that high. We obviously looked at Terra Luna here on this high level point of view. It did reach here as forecasted that wave 5 target area. Yeah, very slightly, I think, missed it by $1 or whatever. But up here, due to the pattern and the breakout, I told you back here that we are going to come down. Possibly this was already the high. We then started the impulsive downtrend here and have not yet reached this target area for the wave 2. So again, this target area is located between certain Fibonacci retracement levels, in this case the 88.7% and the 61.8. So between the $52 level and the $73 level. However, made you aware that the turnaround could already happen at the 50% Fib retracement. So here that happened in the end. So because this was the minimum retracement of this wave 2. So there is never guaranteed actually is going to get into this area here, because this is only the with the highest likelihood. But we got very close and we reached the 50%. So I several times made you aware, but I still don't believe that this here already is the actual breakout. Yes, we see rising prices, and of course I made you aware of it. One of my buy orders triggered. Channel members know that. And also I made you aware here that there can be further price increases expected above that level here when there is a breakout above here, this resistance at 89 to 90 US dollars. And since then we have actually seen rising prices, and from here where we did the retest, that possible entry, or maybe even after this candle here, the green candle, we've seen a spike of 11%, which is not too bad in just a couple of days, really. So that is not too bad. And it is not looking like this is over yet. It could continue. It could continue because we have not made a lower low. Yeah, we've made only higher lows in this sort of short-term uptrend. And before I continue, one reason why I don't think we have seen the low yet of the wave 2 is that we typically in such a wave 2 we get an ABC. Now we get 3 waves, yeah, and we can really only see from a high level point of view here one wave, and that would be the wave A. We are now in this wave B, and I would still expect that wave C. Now there's no guarantee yet we are in the wave B, but it's looking likely, and then we would come up maybe even a little bit more and then come down in the wave C again. Yeah, so this is why I believe we haven't seen the low yet, because there was no wave B in this move down. Okay, so you need those 3 waves typically in such a move down. Okay, but for now, and that is the shorter term view, if we go to the 1 hour chart, we can see here that the price obviously broke above this next swing high, and it's currently consolidating. So the decision isn't made yet if that breakout will be successful. But as I always say, typically you get a zone of support and resistance. So I would personally set it possibly here. Yeah. So then you've got your next support, and what you would typically do is, not you typically do, but what many people typically do, and traders, and what you learn when you learn about trading is typically that you can obviously pull up your stop loss with you. So when you make here a higher high, higher low, then you make the next higher high, higher low, and when that is complete, that next higher low, then you can move your stop loss to the next higher low. Here we're currently in the process of forming the next higher low, but it's also looking a little bit like that is rolling over. There's a risk it's rolling over, and without actually looking at the RSI, I could imagine that this is a bearish divergence, and yeah, we can actually see that down here now as well, because you can see it when the price is struggling to make higher highs, then you get a bearish divergence. We now have a bearish divergence on the 1 hour chart, pretty significant one from here to there, making a lower high on the RSI, making higher highs on the price, and that could indicate here potential reversal to the downside, that we are there, that we get there soon. But this was only the 4 hour chart. Let's take a look on the this was the 1 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour on that RSI. And also here you see a very slight bearish divergence, yeah, on this one here. But yeah, that could indicate a potential upcoming reversal to the downside. But of course, you know, the trend is your friend until you are in an uptrend. And I would say until you know, as long as you don't lose that swing low here at $93, the uptrend is at play. And then you will have the next support here in the area around $89. So until then, obviously the uptrend is at play here, the short-term uptrend. And where do we find likely next resistance? Let's take a look at that. Here we are currently at the 50% Fibonacci retracement. That is exactly falling along with that resistance line where we currently are. That we might be flipping for support just now with that retest that we're currently doing. And then a very, very likely retracement level would be, and by the way, we were here yesterday already, exactly the same level. And that is also, by the way, the minimum that such a wave B needs to do, a 50% retracement. And I showed you that yesterday. So therefore here, just to show you A, B, C, the B should at least go to the 50%. Very likely would be the 61.8 Fib, that is $103. But it can even go to 110. That would be the next level, and even 114. It could even go to the all-time high. That's what I showed you as well. And therefore, a wave B is always very difficult. So, however, it seems to be working out for now. So that wave B seems to be playing out, and I'll keep you updated about Terra Luna, of course. But in the end, I would still expect, before we go to new all-time highs, I would still expect the price to drop once more into this green target area, which is where I would personally buy a little bit more just to accumulate. And then, because this is only the wave 2, then in the next wave 3, we can see here the targets. The estimation of the target would be around $202 US, depending on where that wave 2 will eventually land. If it comes a bit lower, the target for the next wave 3 will be a bit lower as well, because the target for a wave 3 is at least the 1.618 Fibonacci extension. But as we know, the cryptos, it oftentimes moves higher and can even move to the 200%, for example, which would be, let's say, if we max out this target area in green, then and we go lower, then we would look here at the $209 level for the next wave up. So there's a lot of potential to the upside for Terra Luna. I'll definitely keep you updated. Hopefully you liked the update about Terra Luna. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.